G'day, how you going? So I went for some street photography again around Parramatta, and I don't really class myself as a street photographer, but I think I kind of lean towards street photography a lot more than any other photography. Last week I kind of did some birds in flight, wildlife, which is good. I enjoy that, but I kind of gravitate more towards street photography, and really street photography is kind of accessible to everyone. You don't really need any really fancy gear or large, long, super expensive tripod, telephoto lenses. You can just go out and be discreet. You can even do it with your phone. I wouldn't recommend the phone because it's a bit poxy. You'd want a proper camera, like a GR, as Rico. They're really discreet. But I just use my EM1 Mark II. It's a massive camera, like for micro four thirds. Let's just go through some of the photos I took because I think I am getting better with street photography. It's funny, street photography, because you look at it, you think, well, you've put yourself a label on yourself. You're just someone out there taking photos on the street. Ergo street photography, but anyone can do it. You don't really need a label to be a street photographer. I mean, you could be a tourist. Really, that's the fine line between being a tourist and a street photography. I guess the real difference really is, a tourist is not really trying. They're just there to document their holiday, and if they can get a good shot out of it, even better. Especially with today's cameras, you can't miss with a good photo. I've been on Instagram, and you just look at other people's just normal photos with their phones and stuff. It's amazing. To get really good photos these days, you don't really need to try that hard. But with street photography, I think it's more about you're making a conscious effort to be artistic. And that's where it's different. I guess you got those kind of tricks you can use, like, minimalism seems to be a really big one. Juxtaposition, catching people. Like, you can either film people from behind unaware, or you can get them, looking at. The idea that I like is I don't want them looking at the camera because it's not natural. It doesn't look natural. It just looks like a happy snap. So if you can catch that everyday moment of people just getting on with their business, a lot of it in editing. I've had a lot of photos that I've taken, and I'm like, oh, that's crap. Swipe, and then I'll go back. This is when I'm editing. I'll think, oh yeah, hang on a sec. And if I crop in, or that's why it's good to have a really high megapixel camera. I think the best way to learn street photography is to watch other street photographers. And then, even then, it's up to your taste, your style, their style. If you like their style, then follow them, watch them. You see those weird ones where he goes up to people's faces and flashes them. I can't remember his name, some famous bloke, like infamous. But I tell you what, if someone did that to me, hey Jerry, you bite them. Okay, let's go through the photos. This one here, I've done this one before. I actually did this one on film. It's one of the first film shots I ever took. It's an alley in Parramatta, some artist, but it's really good. It's really well done. Thank God that no one's bloody tagged it or graffiti crap on it. It's a really beautiful bit of street art, whatever. There you go, street art, street photography. So I thought I'd get a really smashing in your face photo of the girl's face there, because try and fill the frame as best I could, and it kind of veers off and gives that perspective. But the main thing was to get that full on in your face look. And then I kind of moved up a little bit and then took this one. It was a little bit dark because I went at dusk. That's the other thing. Good thing to do is go at dusk. But the light was low. I had my 12-40 Pro lens, which is 2.8, and I thought this was good because you've kind of got all the immigrant ethnic people in the background. Because I think that's what this mural was. So it's kind of like a wall of ethnic new immigrants to the country. And then Perfect, this lady with the scarf came on, and I liked how she had the earphones, kind of like welcome to the modern world. And then what I did, I did a bit of selective color. Yes, shoot me now. But my thinking was I want to bring the modern world into, so I thought color and yeah. You're overthinking it, Rob. Now this one here, I'm not sure I liked it because I couldn't get the keystone correct. I couldn't get the perspective right. It kind of looks a bit wonky, but I like the color. I like the brick and the red. I accentuated the red a bit. The sky was blown out, which was good. I like that. And I couldn't fix that. Anyway, that street photography doesn't always have to be about people, I guess. You've got your, your architectural side of it as well, which is challenging in itself, actually. It's not just, you just shoot buildings. No, it's hard. It's hard to get, especially get a really good artistic shot for the buildings. Speaking of which, this one here, I kind of timed it. This one was a really wide angle shot and I just did the vertical. And what I did here, I tried to, do the half and half, the blue and the orange, the teal and orange. Surprisingly, another thing that surprises you, when you come home, you realise, hang on a sec, red shoes, red sign, stop sign, and then that pole. I really like that. I really like this one. The pole and the shadow. Yeah. Anyway. Same again here. This one I tried to go a little bit more vintage look. The one thing I do like about this one is that the noise. I like the noise. I like that it's got noise on the ISO, high ISO. So I just played with that. And the symmetry. Another one that's kind of wonky. Is it just my eye or is that wonky? Yeah. I should call this episode The Tales of the Wonky Eye. Now this one was a bit of a throwaway, but in retrospect, when I came home, I thought, far out, that kind of fit perfectly. So I put this one down to intentional camera movement, even though it wasn't intentional. So, Jerry, when I composed myself and I thought, let's take a proper shot. So I waited for this guy here. I like the blue and the orange again, the yellow. And if you notice closely, there's a little green box down the bottom. That's not me. That's not fake. That was green. I just accentuated the colors. I accentuated the blues. I accentuated the yellows. Another one I didn't even notice in the field. Blue circles, blue guy, blue bag. So yeah, got lucky there. I like that one. I just liked it. The pigeons were there. I was going to do black and white, but I thought, nah, I'll keep it like that. I really like the colours, the blue and the black. Okay, welcome to the world of arty farty. I tried to get, I tried to be clever. I don't know if it works, but it kind of works. She was perfectly in line with the first half. The person moves in the direction of the photo. If she was on the other side, it would look, it kind of would look just the same, just as arty-farty, I guess. Now I am overthinking it. Jerry, I'm overthinking it. Speaking of Jerry, Tippy, I just put that little starburst in there. Now this one I really like. I tried to get it as straight as possible. The point here is that I was trying to do that whole grand in the guy in the corner there, perfectly positioned if you ask me, and just the sheer grandeur of it, Where the guy is, the tree there was a little monument. I generatively erased it. So with Luminar Neo, you can get rid of it with AI. And then this one even better if you ask me. This one, I kind of moved the camera a little bit over, trying to get rid of that, what do you call it, the monument in the background, because it was distracting, even out in the field. And perfectly, the guy turned around and started walking that way into the building, into the depth, into the world, into the massive world. And then a bit of vignetting, black and white, obviously. Now, I go to this one a lot, actually. I always wait for someone to walk out. But I kind of wanted to get the blue and the yellow again, the teal, the color-wise. But framing, maybe I could have chopped off that right-hand bit where the shops are. I had to really pump up and post-edit that guy because he was in the shadows, because the dynamic range was pretty bad. So, but I like the way he's looking, and the blue coming from the stairwell matching with the gold and showing you where it is. So it's architecturally, Parramatta Square. So if Parramatta Council want to buy this off me, ring me. I like this one here because the colours, obviously, and I didn't mind it being blown out, obviously, because I wanted to go, with the concentrate on the colours. And then that guy came up. It's all about the colour, isn't it? And then I did another one of the same, and there was the skyline reflecting off the glass panels. And reflections are another one. I really like the reflection in the sky of the sky more than the building. It's amazing how that sky was reflected, so clear. Now here's the art, the fart. I used the dramatic tone again on an OM workspace. Just another type of minimalism, you know what I mean? Minimalism in the sense where you're just concentrating on one thing. Is that wonky again? Fill the frame. I really like this. I don't know why. I mean, it's just abstract to the tilt. The contrast is just amazing and so sharp too. Yeah, fill the frame. Art the fart, fill the frame. Now this one I really like. That's another thing that I see a lot of street photographers do. There's always that unsuspected shop assistant in the back, but I like the whole Japanese kind of, Pikachu. Is it Pikachu? Yeah, Pikachu and Crazy Birds. And then next door to it is Ben and Jerry's. Jerry, you want some ice cream? I had a few shots. The guy was taking the ice cream out, but I like how he's goldenly lit up and it matches the golden. Sneaky trick. If you've got a wide angle lens, like super wide, this is 12mm, which is 24mm equivalent, they could be right. The people could be right close to you, and that they're thinking that you're shooting past them, but you're not. And I thought, oh, hang on a sec, bang, took the shot, and I like how they're holding hands. Now this preset is on DxO5. And it's called Nostalgia. Oh, I love it. It's a really beautiful preset. I'll show you another one. Jerry! Anyway, I just love this preset. It's called Nostalgia. It's on DxO Prime. DxO5. I use DxO5 still. I use DxO Raw. I use that every day or for every shot. Just a beautiful preset, that one. I really like it. So whoever created that over at DxO, top dollar. I hope you enjoyed that one. It's just me rambling on about street photography. It is a genre that I think is more accessible to everyone than anything else because of gear wise, and everyone lives in a city or somewhere. And you can also incorporate local parks with it as well. So it's not just you'd have to be in the buildings and that. Jerry. Anyway, if you're still watching, Jerry, you're not allowed. Yuck. Because Jerry started chemotherapy. So if you're still watching and you're up to date with Jerry, Hey Jerry, she's really handling it really well. No symptoms or anything. The only side effect is that she's not allowed to kiss you because the chemicals. But it's really working well. She doesn't have any side effects. She's eating lots of fiber. So anyway, the chemotherapy, I don't know how long it goes for. I've got to go back in 2 weeks. So hey Jerry, you do get a little bit tired. Like in the walk there, she seems to handle it okay. In fact, I got more tired than her. But yeah, anyway, thanks Jerry for taking me out. Yes. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Jerry, oh, you're a big girl.